Hello everyone and welcome to the course Explainable Essentials, Concepts, Methods and Practice. My name is Srimati and I am excited to guide you through this journey into one of the most important area of artificial intelligence. This is lesson 1.1 where we begin with the foundations. Before we move into technical depth, our goal today is to first understand what is interpretability means, why it matters and how it connects to the real world decision making. Even if you are new to machine learning or coming from any non-technical background, don't worry. This course is designed to accessible to students from any major. So let's start by looking at the structure of the course and what you have expect to learn. Here is an overview of 4 lessons we will cover in the course. By the end of the course, you will be able to understand what explainable AI and what is ML models and evaluate the role of transparencies too. Now that we have a clear roadmap, I think so, let's begin our first lesson, Introduction to Interpretable Machine Learning. Before talking about what is machine learning, let's start with word interpret. Interpret is nothing but explaining a complex sentence or complex things into an understandable one and a simple one. For example, a doctor interprets a medical text, a teacher interprets an exam pattern, or a driver can interpret airline signs. Interpretation is about making sense of something complex into an easy and simple way. Now let's move into machine learning. No issues, I will make you in a simple very term. A machine learning is nothing but a model or the machine which learns pattern from the data, whether it predicting dishes, approving loans or recommending videos. But even though these models work well, many of them behave like a black box. They give answers, exciting answers, but we often don't know how or why they arrived into such answers. Those answers we cannot able to know how it came into this conclusion for this problem statement. That where the interpretable machine learning arise. Okay, as like I have already told, you will have a process that machine learns from the data and they predict the output, but user don't know how it do that, why it not something else, and when do you succeed, when do you fall, how can I trust you? We doesn't know anything. That what a interpretable come. Okay, here you can able to saw like this is the cat. Here the system only tells the input you have given is a cat. But here in an interpretable machine learning, the system says this is a cat because it has fur, whiskers and claws. So then we can understand that the machine why make this conclusion and how it succeed and how we can trust it or not and when we can trust it or not. Now move into another example. If a model predicts that a student is at risk of failing, okay, that prediction alone is given to the instructor is not helpful. But what if the model also tells you why? Like his attendance is too low and his quiz mark is also too low, and there is some assignments he cannot complete on time, there is some missing of assignments, and he have very low engagement towards the course, then the teacher can take meaningful actions, right? This is what interpretability turns raw predictions into an useful insights. In simple words, I will tell you once again. Interpretability acts as a bridge between machine learning and a human reasoning. So now we moved into why do we need interpretability. We need interpretability because without understanding a model, we cannot trust it, right? And this is especially important in high stakes areas like healthcare, finance, recruitment, or criminal justice. We must ensure fairness, detect bias, and hold systems accountable. Interpretability is essential for safe and now have a look at types of interpretability. There are three different levels of interpretability. One is global interpretability, and other one is local interpretability, and other one is future importance. Global interpretability explain how the entire model behaves or entire model works, like how many layers we have and how the data is, how the feature is extracted, kind of thing. And local interpretability explain why one particular predictions had happened, like why it is taken as a cat when it is compared with the previous example. Okay, and future importance, which input matters the most. Okay, in the previous example we have seen that the machine conclude that the cat is, because it is a cat, it has fur, it has claws. So that is what this feature importance, which input matters the most. Okay, actually we have two types of models. One is white box models and black box models. White box model is nothing but it is naturally interpretable. These models are naturally interpretables. For example, they can tell you the conclusion, that why we made you this conclusion also. So they will tell you why we did this conclusion, why we came into the conclusion, as well as the conclusion, which is called white box model. And the black box models, the other one is black box models. In contrast, a model like deep neural network or any other model that cannot give you why we made into our conclusion, like which is hard to interpret and which is very complex, which is not transparent, or comes into a black box models. The examples are neural net. We come into a last part of today's video. Let's summarize what you have learned. Machine learning models can be powerful, but without explanation, their decision cannot be trusted or verified. Interpretability helps humans understand and validate model predictions, promoting fairness, safety, and ethical use of AI. This concept forms the foundations of everything we will explore in the upcoming videos. Thank you all, and in the next video we will meet and we will discuss about why interpretability matters in machine learning. Thank you once again.